Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. The air around the Hope Valley set felt different this week. It's almost as if the town itself was bracing for a gentle but meaningful shift. Those who have been following the filming schedule closely already suspected something big was brewing. But even the most dedicated Hardys couldn't predict the whirlwind of new whispers. It's coming straight from the 2025 production circle. This week brought an unexpected combination of deep emotional themes, surprising character moments, and a few tiny glimpses of Season 13's evolving direction that even insiders didn't anticipate. The first major wave of excitement started when a small group of crew members noticed certain props being moved around the main street. Props that hinted at an event Hope Valley hasn't seen in years. It wasn't a festival. It wasn't a wedding setup either. Instead, it appeared to be preparations for something more internal to the town's legacy. Something that brings people together in a way that only when calls the heart can accomplish. While Hallmark hasn't confirmed anything officially, several cast members hinted that Season 13 is going deeper into the emotional roots of the town's origins, exploring stories that were mentioned lightly in earlier seasons but never expanded on. This shift has suddenly made longtime characters look at Hope Valley differently, as if the town holds secrets they are only just beginning to uncover. One cast member, during a break, commented to another that the new script pages felt like rediscovering the heart of Hope Valley all over again. That single comment set off speculation that Season 13 might include flashback-style storytelling, or moments where characters revisit old traditions that have been forgotten. Some fans believe this could even tie into Elizabeth's personal reflection arc, which reportedly takes a bigger turn this season than any before. Sources on set have said she has scenes that push her to question not her choices, but the meaning behind them. Elizabeth Thornton has always been the emotional compass of the show, but something about her 2025 storyline feels more introspective, almost as though she is stepping into a version of herself she didn't know she needed to become. What's even more surprising is how comfortably Erin Krakow has stepped into this new emotional territory. She has filmed multiple scenes this week that, according to insiders, required more stillness, subtle reactions, and quiet realizations rather than dramatic emotional breakdowns. People watching monitors reportedly found themselves getting teary-eyed at moments that were barely a whisper. That is the tone Season 13 seems to be capturing. Kinda soft but powerful emotional maturity that reflects how far Elizabeth has come since her first day in Coal Valley. Meanwhile, Nathan Grant's storyline took a quietly dramatic turn on set. Kevin McGarry was seen rehearsing a scene on the outskirts of the set, far from the usual Main Street backdrop. The scene apparently required a controlled mix of frustration and vulnerability. As Nathan confronts a decision, he's been avoiding something that affects not just him, but someone very close to him, while witnesses kept their lips sealed about specifics. They said the energy was heavy, meaningful, and perhaps the most layered work Kevin has delivered in years. It suggests Nathan might be facing a new responsibility or a past issue resurfacing, something that will reshape his entire arc moving forward. But Nathan isn't the only one experiencing a shift. Mei Su's storyline, played by Amanda Wong, appears to be expanding significantly. For the first time since her arrival, her character is being tied into a long-term village project that showcases her leadership. A few props spotted near the cafe confirm that she's stepping into a role that blends her entrepreneurial spirit with the town's gradual modernization. Amanda has reportedly been thrilled about the depth being added to Mei, and she has filmed scenes involving collaboration with characters she rarely interacted with before. This new dynamic creates fresh chemistry and expands the scope of storytelling beyond the usual pairings. The set also buzzed when fans noticed Pascal Hutton filming a late evening scene, one that seemed to require Rosemary to make a decision affecting the future of the Valley Voice. The newspaper has always been a metaphor for truth, hope, and community progress, but this season, Rosemary's connection to her work supposedly takes a more personal direction. According to whispers, she is considering a new kind of responsibility, something that goes beyond print and touches the lives of Hope Valley's children. When asked about this development, one crew member simply smiled and said, "Rosemary's heart is bigger than people realize this season." Another surprising shift this week was the level of involvement Lucas Bouchard seems to have, despite his storyline being handled with extreme secrecy. Chris McNally has been filming scenes during odd hours, early sunrise, late evening, even a quiet shoot under lantern lighting. This led fans to wonder if Lucas is being positioned in a reflective storyline, one where he either returns to unfinished business or discovers a new calling entirely. While no one is talking openly about his arc, several insiders hinted that Lucas's growth this season is not tied to romance, but to a purpose he has avoided addressing until now. Fans also noticed new young extras on set, children who had not appeared before. This has led to widespread speculation that Hope Valley School might be expanding or introducing new programs. One particular scene observed involved Elizabeth sitting on the front steps of the school with several new young actors, reading something that looked like letters or drawings. People who watched quietly from afar described the moment as warm, nostalgic, and deeply meaningful, hinting that these children could be connected to a larger storyline about the future of Hope Valley's education system. But perhaps the biggest shock of the week came from a small, almost unnoticeable detail: a new signboard being painted outside an unused building near the edge of town. No one from the production team commented on it, but the sign looked newly created, hinting at a business or facility Hope Valley hasn't seen before. Fans immediately theorized that season 13 might introduce a major new character tied to this building. Character who brings a fresh energy and possibly challenges the ways that townspeople view progress. Some believe this newcomer might have a connection to Elizabeth's past or even Nathan's current struggles. Though nothing is confirmed, this sense of new beginnings carried into the energy of the cast between takes. Aaron Krakow and Kevin McGarry were seen discussing their scripts in what looked like a very thoughtful conversation, suggesting that several Elizabeth and Nathan scenes recently filmed might hold emotional significance. Observers saw both actors quietly practicing lines, adjusting body language, and creating a tone that feels more tender and grounded than anything we've seen in previous seasons. It hints at emotional closeness, but not in a dramatic or explosive way, more of a slow, organic unfolding that honors their history while acknowledging their growth. Meanwhile, Viv Leacock was spotted filming scenes that required serious emotional weight. Joseph Canfield often operates as the town's moral stabilizer, but this season, he may be confronting a challenge that tests his own strength rather than offering advice to others. Several crew members commented that Joseph's storyline touches on themes of personal discovery, patience, and the responsibility of guiding others through silent struggles. Viv's performance reportedly moved even longtime crew members, a character who had been somewhat quiet in recent